G'day everyone and welcome to episode 79 where we continue this train wreck of a build and finish off the other side of this bridge here with the destruction from the train explosion, crash, whatever you want to call it. I knew from the last video when I was setting up all of the trees cutouts that I wanted to have just a new element to the ride. We've already had like water wetting guests and like splashing them, and obviously the final drop and the town have their own elements as well, but I really wanted to find something different for the tent section that they have in the real ride. If you haven't ridden the real ride, this is pretty much just a sort of dead section that it's just filler. They have it with some Indian tents and then like it's a painted backdrop or something like that. I'm not sure if they've removed that as they're getting ready to reopen that ride. I'm not sure if it's open yet, but it might be. So I thought, well, I might add fire into this part of the ride because you've just gotten drenched. You might need some warming up, and what better way than setting up these trees to catch on fire. I wish I could have painted them black just to have them look a little bit more burnt out than what they are in obviously the game. And I needed a way to separate the town from this part of the ride. So obviously these are just sections. So from the main splashdown to that second part with the timber logs, you really need to be creating scenes as you're floating throughout this. And I didn't want the town to just be in sight of all of this. So I tried to utilize that train cart and make it sort of like a barricade for your view, so you can't really see the town. The rocks are built up there as well, and yeah, this is just working on getting the train to be active as well, and scaring the crap out of guests by spurting air at them. So I think I found like a nice balance of not having too much fire and obviously it being its own little section. I'm very interested to see what you guys think of this part. I've probably will end up recreating like more of the destruction parts, like the barrels and maybe a bit more of the flames. So this was just pretty much just a first pass, just me sitting down and playing the game. So it wasn't until I started building this that I really thought of adding an oil rig. So like an old timber oil rig that's splurting out oil and then catches fire, and that's the big climax of this whole part, is that train carriage is coming through, taking out half of the oil rig, and then it's spurting up oil and catching fire. So I did want to have this moving part here, as I don't like how static it is. Like the only moving parts that I've got are pretty much the blade in the previous part, and then I just needed to add something like this has just happened, you've just come around this corner and it's just utter chaos of what's going on. So you'll see me here. This is my first attempt at building this oil rig. I ended up building it too big at the start, and I really needed it to be sort of designed in a miniature way to where it looks tiny. So this is what I ended up with. As you can see, that's a normal piece, and then this is the sequence that I set up for the explosion. This took me a couple of hours, so I just cut it all out. And yeah, that still needs some tweaking and some playing around, but I knew I had only a certain amount of time to grab the guest's attention and hook them in. So you can see I built the tower first off complete, and then I tore it down as if when that train cart came over, it clipped the side of this tower, and that's pretty much the destruction that we're living with. Episode 80 is the next one. I'm very excited for you guys to see that. We're going to have a comparison video between the ride now and my ride. But yeah, we've nearly got this done, and a couple of segments left. Thank you so much for watching. Check out one of these videos, but most importantly, have a great day. Oh, and leave a like and comment if you want to. I do read and reply to all of them. But yeah, have a great day.